So Randy, when we look at the way women are portrayed in media, how should they be portrayed? What is the best portrayal for women in media, do you think?
Well, first of all, I feel really excited because I think we're seeing more female roles in television shows and movies that have great depth, that are showing smart, savvy women. But it's interesting because I spent about a decade in Silicon Valley, and then I actually left to start my own company because I felt that the way to change this conversation the most is through pop culture and media. I think people are very influenced by what they watch and see, and if we show smart, entrepreneurial, tech-savvy women on TV and in the media, that changes the conversation.
And so you set about creating and launching a platform, and my understanding is in the early days, it was focused on women in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, but then you pivoted.
I had all these hypotheses about where exactly it is that we lose women in tech. And I was wrong on every front. I think like most entrepreneurs are, you have to look at the data and pivot. The two gaps that I found where we lose women, first of all, is around 8 and 9 years old. It's way earlier than I thought. It's somewhere around elementary school. So I didn't realize that was happening. The second gap happens around entrepreneurship. So it's actually a little like late 20s, early 30s where women, they just don't have financing options. They don't have a peer network. And so with my own business, I thought, okay, I have to tackle these two age groups and these two gaps. And I've launched everything from television shows to in-person activations. We had something that toured the US last year called Sue's Tech Kitchen. It was a dessert shop that was super techy. So you could go in and get 3D printed chocolate,
oh, wow.
Robots making you pancakes. And so not only do we have our content, we have our experiences, and everything is geared around delighting that 8 and 9-year-old child.
And it's all around STEM, getting like girls excited about STEM subjects and hoping that they then stay excited right through to university and beyond.
Absolutely, and we lead with girls. We like to say our motto is we design things for 51% girls, but everything that we design, I like it. I want the whole family to love it. I want the brothers to love it too. I want to delight everyone and excite everyone about tech and STEM.
How do you get boys to see, hey, this is the new normal?
I think it's interesting because children, they don't have the same kind of preconceived notions about the world that we have. So, for example, I have a television show that I work on right here in Toronto with CBC Kids called Dot, about a super tech-savvy group of friends. We always go back and forth thinking, should we do an episode where Dot encounters, bias, because she's a girl? And then we always throw those ideas away because we think, the kids that are watching Dot, they don't know that they're at a disadvantage.
Yeah.
So if you just show a tech-savvy group of friends, that's normal for children, and I don't think you have to beat them over the head with, this is for girls and this is for boys. I think we just have to make sure that all children have that delight and aha moment with tech so that when they have the chance to come back to it later in life, it doesn't feel overwhelming.
So you're tackling content for kids when it comes to STEM subjects, but you're also helping entrepreneurs when they get older in their 20s and 30s with the Zuckerberg Institute. What exactly does the Zuckerberg Institute do?
For me, the biggest thing is peer mentorship. I think a lot of us feel very alone. We feel like we have to go through the struggle of entrepreneurship alone, but there's so many people out there that have gone through the same ups and downs that can keep you from making those mistakes. So Zuckerberg Institute is about coaching and peer mentorship, and we do a lot of it through retreats. So we take people out of their comfort zones, they can learn, and we actually just got back from a monastery in India.
Oh, wow.
Where we took a group of 20 entrepreneurs for a week to just kind of get uncomfortable and learn and meet each other and network. But I think having that network gives people much more, sets them up for success, gives them access to financing and to support.